What's going on, everybody? MVP Collectables back here again today with another review for you guys. Today we will be looking at the Harley Quinn Hella on Wheels premium format exclusive from Sideshow Collectables. So like I always do for my reviews, we will begin with the art box, which is right over here. A pretty standard art box. Got a nice picture of the statue with some extra stuff there. The side, the back. It's just, well, that's actually the front. Oops, whatever. But you can tell because DC premium format down there, and it has a Sideshow exclusive sticker right there. Oops, that's my bad, guys. Harley Quinn up top. The other side is exactly the same, and then the top is just going to look like that. Okay. We can push that out of the way, and now let's see if I can't rotate the camera just a little bit so you guys can see a little bit better picture of her. I did get the exclusive, which of course comes with the swap out jester head. But this is what you get with this piece. My overall impressions is I do really like this statue. She is very well sculpted. The paint work on her is pretty damn good. But the sculpt is what I think is quite good on this statue. Now, as some of you know, if you've seen this channel, at least for my recent reviews, I do go off of I do have 5 different categories, and I'll get into those in a little bit, and then I rank them 1 out of 10. So yeah, we will be getting into that in just a little bit, but I do really like this statue. So especially her exclusive. Her exclusive, of course, I actually like the jester head. I like more than this head. This head is still pretty damn good. This is not an exclusive or bust statue. It's closer than some. Like I would much rather have this exclusive than the Storefire exclusive behind me. I'd rather have this exclusive than you can see her wing. I also have Hawk Goal back there. And that exclusive head isn't very good, but definitely this exclusive is unfortunately waitlisted on Sideshow. I was one of the last ones. I saw that it was Act Now almost sold out, and so I said, what the hell? I did notice a small QC issue on mine. I don't think the camera will even be able to pick it up, but so yeah, I'll just go quick, up and down, and then I will give you my ratings a little bit later on. But the base is pretty good. I do have number 102 out of 1,000 for the exclusive. A couple of things that stand out about this piece is, like I already mentioned, the sculpt. These are actually going to be real, kind of like the fuzzballs. Those are going to be real. That's the only part of this piece that's not completely sculpted. So they're kind of a fuzzy-like material. One, of course, is red, and the other one is going to be black. They're right over here. So that's kind of cool. Also, I do really like the way Sideshow does wood. I think is very well done. They always sculpt wood very well. Also, another nice thing about this statue is going to be the jacket. The jacket is also very well sculpted. You got nice wrinkles and stuff, and the bottom of the jackets, I don't know the kind of material or what you'd call it, but it's kind of like got these kind of divot kind of things. You see them a lot of times in kind of workout or athletics sweatwear. Nike does it a lot, but it's that kind of thing on the bottom. It's very hard for me to explain if the camera can pick it up when I do close-ups, you'll know what I mean. But that's really cool at the bottom how they did that. The jacket overall, the sculpt of this piece is very well done. Also, another nice sculpted feature is going to be her big long socks. You can really see the pattern in the socks very well. Another big positive about this piece is going to be the detail on the rollerblades themselves. Well done. Just one more round here. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do now, guys, is those are basically the standouts of this piece. There are definitely some negatives. One of them is the weird kind of display angle. Like, this is how they want you to display it, clearly, because of the Harley here and the way that her head is. I do wish that they would have either included a swap out head that would have looked forward, or done it away so that you can display her kind of like how I'm seeing her right now. Let's see if I can get you guys to see that. You guys can't really see it. It's not really as good because her stomach is very white because of this shitty light that I have. But this would be a good way to also, just to give you an option. Now, yes, they would have had to include a different head sculpt, but they could have done that with this, you know. But that's probably going to be my biggest negative. This piece is very well done. I mean, this piece isn't going to compare to a Prime 1 piece, for example. But in terms of comparing it to other Sideshow PFs, I really do like this statue quite a lot. Also, a slight negative, even though her eyes, one seems a very small amount to be off. I'm pretty sure it's with this head sculpt. That could just be mine, or it's very subtle, but it looks like she's looking off a little bit too much in one direction. But that being said, the detail in her eyes are great. So with that being said, let's get ready, and I'm going to show you guys some close-ups right now. So here's going to be the base. The base is, it's a not a really awesome Sideshow base at all, but I do like how they added the kind of oh my god, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh my god. It's another word for like flashy lights. My god. It'll come to me, but I do like how they added that kind of effect to these. It kind of looks like they're glowing, even though they're not. So here we go. One of the negatives about this kind of paint that they use, well, the blackness of it, it's the same that they used for the, it's the same kind of paint that they used for the Zatanna PF, which came out a couple years ago, which I got, which I really like. But the problem with it is a lot of like dust and shit seems to cling to it, and that is quite annoying. Like it honestly, it's been out of the box for a little over 24 hours, and the top of it, which I'll show you in a couple seconds here, already looks like it's got a lot of like, not bad, but it looks like it's got some shit to it. Like it collects like water, or not water, but like fingerprint kind of stuff. So here's the top, I mean, overall the base is okay. It's nothing too special, but then again, it's not bad for any means. It's just not. It just doesn't compare with the other two PFs I even have in this room. Okay, so now we're gonna move up here at the rollerblades. Quite nice detail, and I do like how they're not perfect. They definitely have some wear and tear to them, some dirt. You guys can see that kind of there on the toe there, and like I mentioned before, those things are going to be real kind of fuzzballs. I do wish that they would have made I mean, this isn't really a negative, but it would have been cool if the back two wheels of both of them could spin. I think that would be really cool. I definitely understand why the bottom two couldn't, but that would be cool if they were able to figure out if they could have done that. But nice detail. We'll move on to the other one, and I do kind of like how they all pull opposites. You got a red one with black laces, and then the black pom poms, and you got black with red, and red pom-pom. So that's kind of cool. And then I like how it's stored, and of course the ace, or whatever you call that. But if you guys can see there, that is like muddy, not muddy but dirty, and you guys can see there. You guys can definitely pick that out because of the blackness to it. Right there, pretty damn cool. Okay, moving up, the detail, and you guys can see that there, the nice, very nice sculpt with this piece. You guys can really tell that her socks are very well done. The knee pad, again, dirty. I don't know if that's supposed to be that dirty. I would assume it is. I would hope that it would be that dirty, but again, the detail, nice detail. And then there it actually gets bigger. Nicely done. And then, of course, the polar opposite. Nice detail. There. Now we'll move up. I haven't really noticed too much. I haven't really looked at her fingers too much. That's normally where most Sideshow pieces get some pretty sloppy paint. To me, it looks pretty good. And again, if it'll focus, I don't know why it's not focusing. There we go. That's kind of good. That's better at least. It's red. It's fed red fingernail polish and then black. So that's kind of cool. The paint isn't bad on her hands. Again, it's not pristine, but it's not too bad. The mallet, and then the wood, the nice detail there on the bottom. The one on the top will actually be better. Go up there. It's going to be the other side. This will be the better detail. Nicely done there. Bada boom. Moving on up. And then the jacket, and the jacket's really cool. Nice buttons. That's going to be the sculpted material that I was trying. Damn it, the camera doesn't pick it up too well. That kind of not frayed. I don't even know how you would describe it. On the arm, it's actually better because it's lighter. But there you go. Really nicely done. 5150. You got the dice. The blue on the inside, really nice. Also something that's cool is that you can see like the wrinkle there in the small of her back. They also do that with her stomach as well. There's kind of a I don't know what exactly you would call it, but it looks very much like regular anatomy would, but very nice buttons there. Overall, fantastic, and I do really like her back. It's pretty muscular. It's not as muscular as the Poison Ivy is, but it's nice. Look on her arm and shoulder there. And now the belt here is actually going to be movable. I can't really move it in for you guys now because I can't do that, but I'll show you when the camera gets back up. But really nice. And then there's a couple small QC issues right by her belly button, and I don't think the camera's gonna be able to pick it up. Maybe a little bit, but it's kind of like a tiny little indent. It's definitely not supposed to be there. There's also a little bit of a paint. You guys, the camera can kind of pick it up. It kind of looks like there's a hair on her. It's not a hair. It's like a tiny little fleck of paint. You guys can kind of see that there. But, you know, I've never had a perfect statue with QC, I don't think. Maybe a prime one of my prime ones does, but here's going to be a look at her chest. Good detail, you know. And I will about that. But the thing that I was kind of talking about is like just the muscle. Just her overall anatomy is quite well done. So there we go. That's pretty much the close-up. the glove. Let's see if I can get the gloves. I didn't really get those too well, but yeah, I'll just show you guys the head there. I'll also take it off so you guys can see a little bit more. But nice hair, again, completely sculpted. Look at her choker or collar, whatever you want to call it. Necklace. Nice little detail in the hair there. The kind of couple that comes off onto her neck. Let's try to see if there was a QC issue, but it didn't look like it. A slight negative is I do wish that they would have made that zipper maybe an actual zipper. Or not an actual zipper, but a separate piece that's completely sculpted there into her top. So, I mean, it's not really a negative. It's just more of a wish. So there we go. That's going to be all the... Oop, that's going to be the close-ups for you guys. I don't know why it got closer. There we go. Really, really good. Okay, now we're going to... I'll show you guys this. Oh, and actually, the choker is part of... I actually didn't realize that. I didn't realize that the choker is part of this head sculpt, but... Very nice. Let's see if I can get the eyes. Let's see. I don't know if I'll be able to... I don't know. There we go. But they're kind of off just a little bit. I mean, yes, I know she's looking in a specific direction, but it looks like one's a little bit... I mean, it's a very, very, very small nitpick. But that's like the only problem with her portraits. And Sideshow's been killing it with their female portraits lately, so... Okay, now here's going to be the look at the exclusive, and I'll actually start by putting her to you guys. And this one's better, in my opinion. They're both very good, but come on, focus. Focus, focus, focus. Damn it. There we go. Really, really good. These could have been real. I wouldn't have minded if they... I definitely understand why they're not real pom-poms. But since they have real pom-poms down here, they could have done real pom-poms with that. And something that I do like is that this look does change look quite a lot. And I like this one better. So it could just be that I'm more of a fan of the gesture Harley. And again, I do have the other Harley Quinn PF, which I will do a comparison video once I get her here. I'm probably gonna end up bringing. I'm gonna have a. My statue rooms and statue collections kind of gonna move a little bit, so I'll let you know about that probably in a separate video, but. And that Harley, I basically only use her gesture portrait. So, but now let's talk about the actual categories. So I have 5 different categories. They're the same across the board. Now the thing is that first of all, I don't believe in like 10 out of 10. I don't. So another thing to note is that because all of my statues have to fit into these categories, she's not going to be getting 8s. She's not going to be getting 9s. I don't even have none of her categories she's getting a 7. Why? Mostly the reason is because I have to have her comparable with him. One, she's not comparable with him. He's double her price. but also that statue's on just another level. That's my favorite statue. It might not be as of tomorrow, but I'll get into that in the end of this video. He's much bigger. He's better in every category. But so since I have to have him in the same thing, she's not going to be getting anywhere, like, you guys know what I'm trying to say here. So just because I give her a 4 in a category, that means it's good. That does not mean it's bad. A 1, a 3, and like a 4 is like okay. A 4 is okay to good. Good is a 5. Really good is like a 6. Fabulous, fantastic, amazing. For a PF would be anything in the 7 kind of range. A premium format is not going to be getting an 8 anytime soon in my rating system. So please note that just because I do have she's getting several 4s. So don't freak out at me. Now if I give a premium format a 3 in a category, that's that's not very good. I also have for you guys. I have, once I say what these numbers are, I will show you what it's comparable to in the statue world. So if you guys can see once this goes through, you'll see, yeah, this isn't going to be a 9. This isn't going to be a 10, because I have to compare it with the categories of base. I have to compare that with the base of the massive 1/3 scale Bane. I have to compare it with this. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, sorry for that big disclaimer, but I just kind of have to do that, because in this society, if a movie's good, it's a 10 out of 10, no matter what, and I don't believe in 10 out of 10s. So, yeah. Probably my favorite movie of all time isn't even a 10 out of 10. So, there you go. Okay, guys. The base on this piece is going to be a 4, like I just mentioned. That means it's pretty solid. Now, again, it's not going to be as good as either of the 2 bases behind me. Or I guess you can't really see Hot Girl. There you go. There you go. Now you can see her. But it's just the type of base. It's quite plain. It's not supposed to be a big. Something that I do like is she does not take up a lot of real estate at all. She fits very nice in between those 2. But it's going to be a 4 out of 10. The design, which is, like the way, like the story she's kind of telling, and, like how she's put together and stuff, I give a 5 out of 10 too. So, like, the design on Hawk Girl, for example, I gave a 5.5. So she's gonna be like a 4.5 to a 5 in the design category, because both of those have better designs than she does. The sculpt, I'm gonna give a 5.5. I do think the sculpt on this piece is quite nice, especially the smaller details, like the sculpt on her legs and calves isn't great. Like this area right here, like this isn't great. That's probably one of the weakest parts. But like the small little details, and I don't know if you guys, but like kind of here, like right here, like how this, how it goes down right there, is very well sculpted. Also, if you guys can see there, the wrinkle right there. You guys know what I mean there? Like those small things that just make it look more natural. And again, her back, the way her back looks, and the back muscles and the back tendons and stuff is quite nice. So overall, the sculpt is going to be 5.5. The paint on this piece is going to be a 5. The sculpt is better than the paint. There is some sloppy paintwork in her hands, but again, the paint is still really good. The sculpt is just like I've just mentioned, just a little bit better. The portraits. The portraits I give a 6 to. Why? Well, for one, there's 2 of them, so that comes into account. And the fact that they both are quite good. This is not a hawk goal situation where one of the portraits is good, the other portrait is not very good. You know, Storefire only comes with 1, but so the portraits I give a 6 to. As you guys can see, that is pretty good. It's not going to be a 7, which, if you guys can see, she is not comparable with Catwoman. Catwoman's portraits are probably the best portraits of any PF that I have. Joker exclusive portrait, yeah, I would still give it to Catwoman. Because both of them are so good, and I love that. Like the portraits of Catwoman almost make that statue so good. So that brings me to a total of 25.5 out of 100. So you guys, oh my god, that's terrible. Oh no, it's not out of 100. It's out of 50. Jesus, it's not out of 100 because that would be 10 times 10. No, so it's out of 50. That would be bad. 24 out of 100. It's out of 50. Sorry guys. So she's quite good. For example, Hawk Girl, I have a 24.5. So I think she is slightly better than Hawk Girl. And I'm sorry, I can't pronounce my O's, so as you guys can tell, so certain words sound very strange when I say them. I do apologize. If you follow me for a long time, you guys understand. I do also, I mean, just also another thing I like about this portrait is that her mask is very metallic looking, like it has a metallic feel. Again, 25.5 is quite good. Where does she compare in my other Sideshow PF collection? I honestly might put her smack dab in between those two. I think she's slightly better than Hawk Girl, and I think she's just behind Storefire. I think Storefire is better than she is, not by a lot. Again, I just opened her yesterday. Later down the road, she'll probably lessen in my enthusiasm. But she's definitely not my worst female PF. I compare with my female PFs, because she's not gonna compare with probably my best PF, which is my Green Arrow PF. That's probably gonna be my favorite premium format figure. She's not that level. She's not quite up. I don't think she would be quite. She's not as good as. It's tough. It's very tough. I kind of have to have them all in one space, which at some point soon I actually will have them all in one space. But that's basically gonna be it for this review, guys. I will try. I don't know, because again I got one working hand, and I won't if I feel issues with it. I'm gonna try to give you guys a side-by-side comparison. I understand that kind of sucks, and I do like the different smiles. I do really like that. So I'm sorry you guys can't really tell get the unmasked there too well, but I'll do it one more time close up for you guys here. There we go. That's pretty good lighting there. Quite good portraits. She does have better portraits than either of the two behind me. Again, I'll actually swap this out right here. Now, my sister would vehemently disagree with me giving her better than her, because that's one of my sister's, probably one of her favorites. But again, she's probably towards the higher end of my female PFs. Catwoman's probably a little bit better than she is. Catwoman's, I think, slightly better than any of these. I do think so. The biggest question is, where does she compare with my other Harley Quinn? That is a question that I will definitely answer. I will wait for a comparison video. So I won't even tell you what I am thinking right now, because I'm going to want to wait to tell you guys that in my comparison. Do note that they are definitely comparable. But, guys, go on Sideshow.com if you're interested in her. Again, her exclusive is going to be waitlisted. However, this version that you guys are seeing right here is still available through Sideshow.com. Check that out if you would like. I do really like this piece. A great addition to my collection. And another reason that I got her was that is that the other Harley that I own is right now in a display next to the Joke on Pogo Stick. One of the reasons I got her was to have a Harley that could go next to my other female villain line. So she will go right next to Harley or Poison Ivy and Catwoman. Unfortunately, the other Poison Ivy or the other Harley Quinn actually would probably look a little bit better next to them, because she is more comic accurate. She is, however, not as attractive. This one is very attractive, very sexy looking. And again here, this is a little bit, it does give a little bit. It must be super glued on, because it has a little bit of a give, but I don't want to try it too much. Okay, guys. This video will not be up in time, so you will probably be watching this after it's already happened. But I would be amiss not to tell you guys, tomorrow, April 3rd, which is my father's birthday, fun fact, I will be opening my largest statue. I've waited for 930 some days. I got it 932 days after I originally ordered it. That, of course, is the 1/3 scale in massive, massive Lobo. I got the deluxe direct from Prime 1 Studios, so I literally have the biggest, most insane version. It comes with the extra gun, which is, if you buy directly from Prime 1, I'm getting this fucking Space Dolphins. That's right. I will not say Space Dolphins. You have to put a fucking Space Dolphins in front of them, because they are going to be epic. Please stay tuned for that unboxing, for that review of that insane statue. I will be recording the review on Sunday. I will be opening him up tomorrow, which is Saturday. I hope to get this up, hopefully, at some point tomorrow. Probably after I unbox him. I don't know for sure. It kind of depends on the timing. But I will give you guys one more time around on this awesome statue. After Lobo, it's going to be a long time. I only have one other statue right now currently on order. It's the Injustice Wonder Woman. She's supposed to come, I think, beginning to middle of 2022. So, and of course with Prime 1, she could be delayed for 2 years. Who knows? I'm beyond excited. Apart from me waiting after I unbox Lobo, I'm getting a couple Hot Toys. I am going to be getting really cool Lord of the Rings art prints. I'm also getting a couple small statues, 1/10 scale, statues, as well as, again, a couple hot toys. But I don't think I'm going to be getting... I might be getting one or two... I think the 1/10 scale statues do ship 2021 and a couple hot toys. But that's it for my statues, guys. I'm running out of space. Mostly. Like money, yeah, money will be an issue. But also, I am definitely running out of space. But she is awesome. Pick her up if you can. If you are a Batman fan, if you're a Rogues fan, if you collect female PFs like I do. Even though I did break one of my rules, which is you can't have more than one statue of the same character, unless your name is Wonder Woman. I have two Wonder Woman statues, and I'm getting a third one. But Harley Quinn, this will be the last Harley Quinn that I ever own. I can almost for surely promise you that. Okay, guys. 25.5 out of 50. Nice statue. Please like, share, and subscribe. Do all those great and awesome things. Go Twins, even though they lost their opening game, which was bullshit in the 9th inning. Freaking Twins. Go Wild. Good job beating Vegas. Timberwolves. And Skull Vikings. And until my next video, guys, which will be epic, goodbye.